Today I will be talking about how a car engine works. You probably heard of what a car is. If you haven't, I could tell you right now briefly what a car is. A car is this vehicle that has wheels and it moves in a direction. Okay? Really fast, like 65 miles per hour or something like that. Yeah, that's basically what a car is. Okay? Now, what fuels this car, or basically the brains of the car, what actually makes it run, is called the engine. Now, the engine is very interesting in its design. So, you probably also know that there's a fuel tank, okay? And it takes gas. So, the fuel tank, and it takes in gas. So, you pour the fuel into the tank, and the gasoline magically makes the car move. Now, the engine is basically the processor that makes the oil into a force forward. So, basically how an engine works is there's this tube, okay, and then there's this piston, okay, and I will color it orange. Okay, there's this piston and there's orange. Now at the top here, there is a spark igniter. Basically, it just makes a spark. And there's two valves here. So valve 1, valve 2. So this is a tube and this is a tube. This is where the regular air goes in, and this leads to the back of your car, or the gas, like the exhaust tank. Yeah, that part, the exhaust tank, and spits out the bad air. So what goes in is just regular air. So air. That's a horrible air. Okay. So, and then there is this fuel pump that comes in somewhere about there. And basically what happens is there's 4 strokes. 4 strokes. Basically steps of the engine working. So there's also this bottom thingy that connects to a thing. So what happens is the air goes in, and then this gasoline or gas input mixes the gas with the air in here. And that air gets pushed by the piston, which is going upwards. And when it goes up and goes about to here, the spark, then the air in here will be compressed. So basically meaning it's like you had this much air, and you basically compressed it to this amount of air. So all of this is gone, and now you have this much air. Now it's basically the same amount of air, just compressed into a smaller space. Now what makes this is it makes a bigger explosion. That's how a nuke works. So this could be a nuke. That's basically how a nuke works. And so it's easier to blow up. So then the spark igniter thingy ignites the gasoline in the air, which makes a big explosion and pushes the piston downwards. Now that's the 3rd stroke. Yeah, that's the 2nd stroke. And then what this does is this pushes this downwards, which spins this wheel around. So it goes round and round. Okay, it goes. So when this happens, each time it happens, each time the piston goes down, it turns the wheel. Okay? Kind of like a bicycle. And you can think of this as the pedal, and this is the bicycle wheel. And it just turns it around and around. And basically there's this, now you wonder, how does it get the time correctly? Well, there's this actually a chain here that's, we could call the belt, that goes around and around, and at a certain time at the belt, when it gets here, it will basically make this spit out air. And these are actually valves. So whenever the valve needs to open, it opens. Whenever it needs to close, it closes. So no air goes out when it when we don't want it to. So that's basically how an engine works. Now, and then it basically takes that spinniness, and this gets hooked up to a gear, and which gets hooked up to a wheel. And then the wheel turns round and round, and you go forward. Now, how you control how fast you go is how fast the air can go in. So basically, here's the tube again, and that's the piston. We'll color it black this time. And here in the intake chamber, there's actually this like insert plastic thingy, and then this is the gas pedal. Okay, this is the thing that makes your car go forward. When you press it down, you go forward. And basically what happens is this, whenever you push it downwards, this gets inverted, and then it kind of just pulls it upwards, letting more air go in more quickly, which makes this whole process a lot quicker, which makes the axle turn quicker, which makes the gear turn quicker, which then makes the wheel turn quicker. And then you go a lot fast, very fast. Different engines have different amounts of these chambers, combustion chambers, okay? They're called combustion chambers. And the more it has, the more gas it uses, but the faster it can go. So, like those very expensive cars, yeah, those cars have lots of these. They have, like, in this formation, they have them in, like, tilted a little bit in formation. And then there's this intake tube, and it splits off to each of them. And then the outtake tube is at the bottom, and it goes right down the middle. And you might have seen this kind of looking thingy. And then there's two bars here with the intake and the outtake valves. And yeah, that's basically how a engine works. If you have any questions, you can comment in the comment section below. And if you have anything you else want me to talk about, like anything really, like why, like how do trains work, how do lamps work, how do locks work, anything really, you could also put that in the comments. I read through all the comments, not that I get any because this is my first video, and it'd be very nice if you subscribed and hit the like button, because one, it's free, and two, it helps me out a lot. It makes me feel happy and know that people actually care about what I'm doing. So, and a bonus is every time when you hit the subscribe button, it will notify you when I upload a video. So if you commented something in the comment section, your idea might be the video. So you don't want to miss out on your own video or topic, right? So make sure to hit it. And with that, bye! Okay, cut. Yeah.